But I think in terms of that, creating that community and other stores who do it as well, then you know, we do see physically it's quite easy to do, isn't it? You can go in there, you can be approached by a friendly salesperson, or not, was one of your other examples I think we saw, or one you commented on this morning.
Yeah.
But it's very natural to create that engagement when you can have a one-to-one interaction with a person, and they can walk you around the store. But in terms of sort of translating that to digital or bridging the gap to that, then what are we seeing about challenges and how you make that really work? Because online, you go in there, you go onto a web page, they're often laid out very in a very standard format. You have to
Mm.
browse a carousel, you click from a home page to a search page to
Mm.
a PLP, a PDP, and a checkout process, and it can be very transactional. So
Yeah.
who's doing it well in terms of bridging the gap between both of those worlds rather than keep it as an either or?
I think the obvious one is the perennial Nike. They a lot of what they do is based around them really understanding their customer. And when I showcase Nike, a lot of people go, "Oh, it's all right because they've got big budgets." And I go, "That's not the point, because they understand their customer. And yes, they can spend a lot of money on an idea, but a lot of what they do, and most of what they do, is done within the comfort zone and knowing that it will appeal to their customer base." So you see the app, the standard Nike app. I went to visit the store that opened in Westfield in West London. And the moment I walked into Westfield, the app notifies me, "Hi, Ian, welcome to Westfield. We look forward to seeing you in the new Nike store." So it's a great way of personalization, but it also encourages the footfall. You may not have been planning to go to the Nike store, but the geofencing picked you up in the mall, gives you a reason and a prompt to go into the store. Then when you turn up, there's one of those, what I call like Minority Report interactive tabletop displays. And you activate your app, scan a code, and the content on the table appears based on your app activity. And their app is particularly good at personalization, building community, creating events. And so suddenly the content in the physical store is based around your activity, your history, your preferences. You go into the House of Innovation stores, the big flagships, and if you want to try something on in the changing room, it already knows your size from your buying history. So you go, "Yeah, I want to try on that, that pair of leggings." They're in your size waiting at the changing room because they already know your size. So these are great examples of how the app improves the physical store experience. And you can scan about the product, you can order it, make payments, and walk out. It allows you to shop as you want to shop. And I think that's the real skill, because a lot of the technology is the tail wagging the dog. "I've got this thing. How do I make it work?" And you shoehorn it into a situation. Whereas what Nike does, and a lot of other brands go, "How do you want to shop? Because we have ways of doing it no matter what your choice is." And I think that's where they really understand customers.